not looking at my phone, so I don't know what the.
I didn't send you anything.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna be a passenger princess on this journey.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to It's Cool Us Too, the podcast where we talk about being a woman in your 30s and basically designing the life that you want on your terms, your timeline, and the way you want it to be.
Nicely done.
Not bad, eh?
Props to Nicole. This is also, so we did
a drunk recording last night.
And
we don't know if it's coming out.
What's funny is like we kind of said, we're going to review this in the light of day and see if it should see the light of day. We reviewed about 5 minutes of it and
it's not great.
At one point I say fire. Did you notice that?
No.
Like I describe the way you looked as like fire, but
that's okay.
That's not really a word I use.
No, this is Gimlet inspired more than anything
red wine.
else.
Then we switched back to white.
That's why I had the spins last night.
Did you?
Yeah, I wasn't like drunk, but I felt like wobbly, and then I had to chew down 2 Gaviscon at 3 a.m.
Oh my God, poor Nicole gets the worst heartburn.
I do, and this is such a weird thing. I don't remember the last time I've been drunk because before I get too drunk, get nauseous.
Wonderful.
So I never go too far, and I actually just always pull myself back now. And so I haven't had a hangover in ages.
I didn't feel necessarily hungover this morning, but I felt tired.
I didn't either. But I get tipsy. I get fun.
But that's the ideal though.
I know. And but it's taken me 36 years to.
You've really cracked the
since
code.
I was an infant, really.
Since I was in the womb. My hair. I really need a haircut.
It's your makeup's just slapping though right now.
Oh, thank you. Fire? Is it
fire? It's fire. Anyways, so we thought I'm also channeling my inner Chessie today from
She's
Parent
so
Trap.
Parent Trap.
We are about to, it's December 31st. I don't know what day this is coming out because the schedule is just all over the place, but we are going to head up shortly to our friend Emily's farm for New Year's Eve. But we thought, listen, we're together. We have the equipment. We have the lights. We have the
Got new mics. Oh, sorry. Got to be careful with my mic.
We might as well do another recording because it's so fun for us to actually be.
This is I guess if you count the drunk recording last night, this is our second in-person recording.
Yeah. Anyways, and I just feel we must take advantage of these moments.
Yeah, and also, as our longtime listeners will know, we took a little bit of a break.
A little hiatus,
and we are hoping to sort of reintroduce ourselves. We've got a brand new sort of look and feel. And I reintroduce ourselves to people who maybe don't know who we are.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little rapid fire and then go into some questions.
Yeah. And I don't think we have any updates to do anyways right now. This doesn't feel like the time.
No.
The only thing I will say, if I don't get a Happy New Year's sneaky text tonight from at least 2 people.
Do you have 2 people in mind?
Yes. I will be so upset.
I don't have 2 people.
You're going to get a call from the future.
I'm going to get a call from the future.
Yeah. But I just feel you know what? That's my wish for the year. I shall not be doing the grapes under the table. Did that last year. Did not work.
Oh my God. And so how many times can we say we used to live in London? We used to live in London, and there's a grocery store.
It's a get to know you episode
there that is selling. Is it 12 grapes?
12 grapes already packaged up for New Year's.
Tesco really jumped on the trend.
Really preying on the single woman these days. We're easily influenced.
We really are.
All of the vibration plates.
Well, you did say that we
up.
need to wear red underwear.
Yeah, but that feels like an easy lift for today.
I actually need to pack red underwear.
I have 2 pairs if we need to.
Okay.
I don't really want to share my underwear. They are clean, but
wouldn't be the grossest thing we've done.
What's the grossest thing we've done?
I don't know. Actually, as I was saying that, I was like, it sounds really good.
I'm like, well, I don't think we've never shared toothbrushes.
We've never shared toothbrushes
knowingly.
Well, you don't know about it, but no, I'm just kidding.
This is a get to know her episode for me.
I'm always stealing her toothbrush.
No, I don't think we've ever done gross things.
We've never done gross things together. I take it back.
Yeah. Okay. So I have no idea where this journey is going.
I've got the questions. I'm the question master. Okay, Nicole, let's kick off. What's your name? I'm kidding. Where do you live?
My full address?
Yes.
No,
your full address.
I live in Ottawa. I was born actually here in Toronto, but moved to Ottawa when I was a year old and grew up there, went away, university, my 20s, all of that, but came back and have settled back in Ottawa in my 30s.
And I live in Toronto. I was also born in Toronto.
Were you?
Yeah, women's college.
Oh my God, so fun.
Yeah. I won't give my full address either. I was living in London for the majority of my 20s and settled back in Canada. Moved to Toronto just after I turned 31, 32. Doesn't matter. Okay. What do you actually do for work, like in layman's terms?
So I lead a marketing, communications, and events team for a national association. But my team is really all around how do we create amazing experiences for our members in the industry, bring them together for learning opportunities, networking opportunities, but also how do we promote the brand of the industry? How do we support the work that our like government relations team is doing? Yeah, I've been there for over 6 years now, which is crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I just celebrated my 6th year.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But I've also been off work now since like the 12th. I had like a lot of vacation to use. So
she's been chilling.
It's been like
vacationing.
Vacationing. By the time I go back, it'll have been like 23 days off, which is like the longest I've ever not worked.
Sometimes you just really need that though.
I truly did. I was a shell of myself, I think, by the end of the year. But
yeah.
But yeah, what do you do?
Thanks for asking.
I realized after the first question I didn't ask you and I needed to. So I was like, this is the volley we're doing. Okay.
I also work in marketing. So I lead a marketing team at essentially a research company. So we do research for big consumer brands that need to understand how they can innovate, like their product line, their services, their brand. And I market that capability.
You build pipeline.
Exactly. To other insights people that work at consumer brands. We've got a technology arm of the business. My background was in like marketing for technology brands, but I've always weirdly been in the market research insight space, which is kind of funny because like it's not an area. It's like one of those industries that everyone says you just fall into. Like it's not like an industry that you're like, I'm super, super duper passionate about market research, but it's fascinating. Like now that I'm in it, I really love it. And it's pretty fun to market to marketers.
Yeah.
Like I find that enjoyable. Recently, my job has sort of expanded in terms of remit, and I'm handling brand strategy and brand design as well, which has been super fun. That's been a this year thing.
What do you love most about your job?
Managing my team.
Yeah, I think I would say the same.
Yeah, like I love managing people, and also I'm obsessed with my team. It was interesting. So I've been at the company I work at for 4 years now. It's all going to be almost 5. And it was just me when I started. So I got to build my team. And it is this like we're all women, which is so fun. And they're all just like so creative and we all complement each other in terms of like our skill set. Yeah, it's a joy to mentor them.
I love that. I think the other thing that I love most about my job is that I get to build a lot from scratch. Because a lot of it, like you said, you were the first one there. Yeah. I wasn't the first one, but I feel like there was enough runway and I get enough runway that I can really try a bunch of new things. Yeah. Which is great.
No, I think that's a really good point too. Like, I don't know. I always said like after this job, because this was my third sort of
market research
company that I joined where I was starting from scratch. And it's interesting because the company has been around for much longer than the tech companies that I'd worked with prior, but it still needed like a complete, new marketing strategy, new team, new tech stack, all of that. But what's really cool about starting from scratch is like there are not a lot of pre-existing assumptions about the right way to do marketing or the right way to build a
Yeah.
team. So that's been really fun, is like I get to exert my own sort of, this is what I think good marketing looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas sometimes when you work at a bigger company, it's like, no, this is exactly how you do it. And
You get your own like stomp on it.
you gotta put your little stamp on it. Okay. If you could only choose one word that you think your friends would describe you as, what would that one word be?
Oh my God.
It's a good question, right?
Yeah. I'm like going between like both of my groups.
Okay, maybe I'll give you two.
Well, like honestly, I was gonna say like mom, because I feel like I'm like the mom of the group a lot of the time.
That's so ironic though.
I know that I'm the only one without kids.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think
Okay, I think your word is probably what I think your word is probably not what you would
what
say.
it's your word for me. I like this better.
I think your tell me my word. I think your word is like, and I mean this, and this is a huge compliment. I hope that you take
Whenever
it this way.
someone prefaces what they're going to say like this,
I'm
you
nervous. Now I'm
know.
nervous.
Say it.
Steady.
Okay. Yeah, no, I could say that. I could see that.
Like, I think that you're very like,
emotionally?
no, I think you are very steady in the best ways. Like, you're steady in your life. You take risks, but like you're measured in the right ways, in the right instances. I do think you're pretty emotionally steady. You're steady as a friend. Like, you're very loyal. You can always count on you.
Yeah, I was going to say like capable or like loyal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's your word?
It's a really hard question.
It's not
I love
when the shoe's on the other foot.
I love asking the questions, but I'm a little nervous about answering them.
I feel like your word, like for you as a friend, I would say supportive or generous.
Okay.
I think generous, because I would use generosity in like I'm not talking like financially.
You get a whale.
You get a whale. Everyone gets a whale.
You get a whale.
No, and you are in that way, but I mean more like just like you're very generous with things in your life, your time.
Yeah.
What you have. Like,
that's so nice.
Yeah.
I was going to say fun.
Okay. It's not what I experience with you, but that's a whole other. No, I do. I see fun.
Wow.
Honestly, like the fact that my word was steady and yours is fun.
No, mine's generous. You're right.
I think you're very generous.
Okay, final get to know you question. What is your Roman Empire right now? What's something that you can't stop thinking about?
Taylor Swift.
That's not really a right now Roman Empire. That's
an everyday Roman Empire for me.
That's true.
Like what's the
Oh my God, the way that you were. Okay, wait, we have to talk about. So we're rewatching the Taylor Swift rewatch. We're rewatching.
We both watched it individually.
The 6-part docuseries. Amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
Nicole is drinking coffee on my couch this morning, and I look over at one point, and you were getting teared up, like you were tearing up, but it was about the dancer who had experienced breast cancer. So I was like,
their backup singer, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, sorry, singer. I was like, okay, like that makes total sense. Like this is a really emotional moment. And then a few minutes later, I look over, and she's crying again, and she's got the little like the
lower
her chins doing the little wobble, and it was about the Reputation bodysuit.
Well, no, it wasn't about the bodysuit. It was about. Oh no, it was about the bodysuit. I thought it was about Wiley getting to dance. It was about the bodysuit, and it was as she was coming out in the new bodysuit, and everyone was losing their shit, and it was just like so.
She's
happy.
like, it's just so, you were really happy.
And I was just like, it's just such a big moment, and I don't know.
You're right.
I cry a lot, and it's not always a bad thing. Like I cry a lot, like happy things, not a bad thing. And all of that. So that is.
It was just
adorable. I cry
very
very easily. It's not like if I'm really happy or really sad, like I'll cry.
Yeah, and you just like you have the type of eyes
they water constantly. I would sometimes say, especially in university, because it'd be like my one eye would cry more than anything if we're like out and I'm getting blasted by wind. I'd be like, my eye's leaking again. It's not great, but here we are. So yeah, So yeah, I cried this morning twice watching the Taylor Swift. What else am I thinking about right now? Honestly, my like Roman Empire, what am I thinking about? Clearly there was no prep for this on my end. Uh
Okay, I'll go.
yeah, because I need a minute.
Yeah, you need a minute. Okay, so my Roman Empire that I sort of fixed didn't go that well. Basically, I couldn't stop thinking about homemade macaroni and cheese for like quite some time. It was like it was like a month that I was just like, I
I
just
know where
want
this story is going.
macaroni and cheese. And so I went out. This was before Christmas. Went out on a Saturday. My whole entire plan for the day was to make homemade macaroni and cheese, which, by the way, it takes like an hour. That was like my whole.
Just get a box of Annie's.
No, not the same. So then I went to the cheese shop that we went to this morning and I bought like $50 worth of cheese, like 3 different kinds. And then I like got like the heavy cream and like, macaroni and all that stuff, breadcrumbs, everything. Made this macaroni and cheese and was violently ill because I am technically lactose intolerant.
What, I don't know why you added technically in there.
I don't act like I am. I don't live my life as someone
You
who's
don't.
lactose
And
intolerant.
honestly, that's brave.
I am brave, but also I'm committed.
Yeah.
I love cheese. So anyways, I made that and then I was just so irritated. I could barely eat it. So I had to throw away like so much expensive cheese. Luckily our friend Teresa came over and took some off my hands. But that was my Roman Empire. I'm no longer thinking about it.
Yeah, like I don't really have anything right now. My mind, I feel kind of nice going into the new year. I don't have like anything really weighing me down. I think the thing that's like I'm thinking about a lot is like, will I or won't I get like a text tonight?
Oh, it comes up again.
Yeah, I think that's what's on my head, which I think means I won't get.
What will it mean if you get a text?
I just like never have exes come back.
Yeah, you were talking about this.
And so like their lives must be horrendous.
Awful.
As Tink says, men always come back or their lives get worse. So
wise.
But I don't think because I'm thinking about it so much, I don't think it's going to happen.
Let's stop. Let's stop thinking about it so that it does happen.
Honestly, but like I'm going into the new year with kind of like a clean slate, which feels kind of nice.
Yeah, I think we both have clean slates.
Yeah. I
think January needs to be like flirty.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what else I'm thinking about a lot right now is my Ninja Creamy because I haven't used it yet.
Oh my God, I should have said that. So I got my dad a Ninja Creamy.
Yeah, I haven't used it. I'm so excited.
Sweet, sweet man. I was like, let's like put it together. And then I realized, horrible idea. He's far too, I'd let him do it on his own. But then
you got so concerned for a second.
I got nervous about my mic being too pointed towards you. So anyways, then I like gave him like, I was like, here's some recipes I found online. And he's like, well, there's a recipe book that it comes with. And I was like, yeah, Dad, but you don't only have to follow these recipes. Like you can
do your own thing.
No, man does not feel good about.
Does not go rogue.
So he's like measuring out vanilla extract to like the milliliter. Like he's like and he's like, oh my God, I don't want to mess this up. But we tried 2 new Ninja Creamy recipes.
What kind?
Unbelievable. There was a Rocky Road one.
Nice.
And then we just did a plain vanilla, but we mixed in turtles.
Cute.
But yeah, honestly, Ninja Creamy, unbelievable.
I can't wait. I'm genuinely so excited. I think this is going to change my life.
I do think that like we were making just like ice cream, but you can make such healthy alternatives.
No, like I'm so excited to make.
Also, Ninja, you should sponsor us because we love your products.
Yeah, I'm so excited to make like low cal, high protein ice cream.
Yeah, I got the Ninja Crispy, the air fryer.
Yeah,
unbelievable,
amazing. God, we're so domestic.
I know. We're so in our 30s.
Anyways, okay, next question. Move along.
Okay, let's move along. So let's talk podcast, so that you guys get a sense of why we started this whole thing.
We were lonely. No, truthfully, I think have we ever told the origin story of this?
I think in like the first episode.
Yeah. So Meg and I did this like future self activations workshop over a weekend with Mimi Bouchard virtually during the pandemic.
It was like 2021, 2022.
Yeah, you signed up first and then got me to join because we love Mimi. We're huge fans of hers. I use her activations all the time. We can actually listen to one on the way up in the car today. I feel like it would be good vibes going into the new year. We did this activation, and like you're kind of looking at your future self, and I think it's so funny because
it was like a full day thing.
Both of us left and we like chatted afterwards and like, but like, what did you get out of that? Like, what do you want to do now? And both of us were like, we want to start a podcast. And originally we were going to do a marketing podcast because we're both marketers.
Yeah.
How fun. And we'd been like playing around with it. We had a name and everything. I think I still own the domain name, first of all.
That's so funny. I totally forgot that we got that far along.
We got that far along with a marketing podcast. And then as we were going through, we were just kind of like, I don't think this is like speaking to my soul in the way that I need it to.
Well, because I think what came out of that full day activation with Mimi was like, we wanted to like lean into our creativity.
Yes.
And we wanted to connect with other women. And so I think we felt like we could do the connecting with other women through a podcast that was more about our corporate lives. But that like creative piece and that like soul fulfilling piece just like wasn't there. So yeah, we pivoted.
Yeah, hard. And then we recorded, I think, 6 episodes before we ever went live. And it was over like, honestly, 4 or 5 months. Like we weren't consistent.
Yeah.
We were like, we're just going to record. We're going to like play around with this. Our first iteration of our little icon I did in Canva.
Yeah.
And we just like launched and we just did it. And we had like 6 episodes ready to go. And then we started recording very consistently. And then it just evolved from there. And I think we were really just looking to connect with other people and talk about what we were going through at the time. Like I had just gone through so much with my family and like health-wise stuff there. You just moved back from Canada. We were both like trying to date in a pandemic. And I hadn't been single since like my mid-20s at that point too. And like what does Leslie Mann say in Knocked Up? Or like the other woman, like she's like, the last time I was single, I was 28 and the dating pool was everybody. And now it's just a shallow puddle of age appropriate men. And it's like true words, never spoken. And again, I was going through like all of my friends were like splintering off into their own areas. And so this just really allowed us to find our voice, speak about what we really wanted to talk about. And it's actually helped me because I've done more public speaking this year through work.
Yeah.
And I think that doing the podcast and finding my voice through here really did allow me to jump into that much more comfortably.
Yeah. I mean, if there's anything we've gained personally, it is how much more articulate I think I can be about.
Yeah. When I haven't had a gimlet and 3 glasses of wine.
Yes.
Truthfully.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I think, you hit the nail on the head in terms of what we were trying to do. I don't have that much to add. The only thing is like, I think for me, I've always been so afraid of what it means to be in your 30s. And because I had this idea of what I thought it should look like. And so I think when I moved back home to Canada, I think I kind of felt like when I was living in London, like,
yeah,
I'm kind of subverting what I thought my life would look like. And then when I came back to Canada, I almost had this like false sense that I had to go down a specific path, like the path that I maybe had envisioned when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And this podcast felt like a really cool way to connect with other women.
To feel less
alone in not knowing what the path looks like. And then I think, we just took sort of a hiatus for a couple of months to connect with our audience, connect with each other, figure out what it is we want out of this thing.
Yeah, because we want to do it and feel joy doing it. We wanted to like reconnect with our mission and our why and get excited again outside of like daily life.
Yeah. And I think what came up is like, maybe when we started it, what we were looking for was to feel seen and to make other people feel seen. But now it's almost like, let's make sure people feel seen, but let's empower other women to feel like you can design whatever life you want. Like
there's more than one path.
There's more than one path. Like I feel like we've grown up enough now to be able to talk about that.
And I think that, again, we started when we were 33.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. and we're both about to be 37 in like not that long. And I really don't think that I thought I would be where I am at 37 if you had asked me at 33 or 30 or in my
Yeah.
20s. But I'm also really grateful. I feel like I've had a lot of adventure. I've been allowed and afforded the opportunity to really get to know myself,
Yeah.
fall in love with myself, and like understand who I am and what I want and what I need. And I don't know if I had the life that I thought I wanted to have, would I have had that much quality time with myself
No, you wouldn't
to
have.
truly understand what I want so that I'm making smarter decisions
Yeah.
along the way.
What did you say? You said something so awesome last night. You were like, we were just talking about dating, and you were talking about how, like, if someone fumbled you now, like, you would be like, whoa, like, what an idiot. You know, like, you have
I said
so
that.
much.
I don't remember that. Was I more drunk than I thought? But no,
You were talking about how, like, you have enough confidence now to know what you bring to the table
yeah,
in ways that maybe when we were younger, we got more like, woe is me when we were
100%.
dating.
And now I just feel like I'm getting my like resolution this year is I feel able to demand more
Yeah.
from people in my life in all aspects, but especially dating.
You don't remember saying that?
No.
You did, and it was powerful.
I love that. I love that I had that moment.
Yeah.
I did just buy in, we were talking about like random Amazon orders we've been putting in the last like, because I imagine everyone else did the same. Like you're just like, I did like 3 Amazon orders separately in the course of like an hour and a half
Same.
the other day. And I'm like, why didn't I just do this all at once?
Nicole arrived yesterday, and I was like, I don't even know what's in any of these Amazon boxes. I
It was
pulled
like
out
roulette.
2 whisks. She's like, whisks? I was like, yeah. No,
Didn't know,
I
yeah.
needed whisks. A Pyrex dish.
Yeah. And then kids' toys.
Kids' toys.
Yeah. So I literally sat there and I ordered a bunch of these things. And one of the things that I ordered was Why Men Love Bitches. And so I'm going to read it.
Ooh, yes.
And I really do feel like we should do an episode on
We
this.
will.
Because I
Yeah.
need to, I don't know if I'm going to like
Maybe
it.
I can audiobook it, because that
Do
feels
it.
like an audiobook for me.
Yeah. But I feel like that would be an interesting piece to have a conversation on because I just feel like I'm ready to be meaner to men.
I love that. I love this energy.
Truthfully. So.
Okay.
And by meaner, I mean just like not as people pleasy.
Yeah.
Not as soft
You
girl.
don't mean like I want to be a dick to men.
No.
You're just like, I don't need to like make any excuses for their behavior.
Yeah, or what I want.
Exactly.
I don't need to become more palatable.
Okay. Well, I love that. Going into 2026 energy.
Let me just put my red panties on and we are set.
Sorry, I'm recovering from a cold, if you can't tell. Okay. Let's dive into a little bit more around life.
Broad, but okay.
Very broad. Okay. So, what is one belief about adulthood that you've had to unlearn?
That anyone knows what they're doing.
Honestly, I was going to say that too.
No one knows. Everyone is just like figuring it out as you go along and crossing their fingers and just like faking it continuously.
Okay. I also just thought of another Roman Empire through saying that.
Okay.
I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but I mentor she just turned 16, a high school student, and she was asking me, I think I told you about this. She was asking me about finances and like credit cards.
Yeah.
Did I say this on the podcast already? I can't remember.
No.
But anyways, it was just fascinating because I mean, I'm absolutely no expert. But I guess one thing I've had to unlearn that came out in this conversation that I was having with my mentee is no one knows anything about how to manage their money. You don't get taught how to do that. That should be like a prerequisite
To graduate high school?
to graduating high school. Is like what is best
Budgeting,
practices in terms of budgeting,
crediting,
credit cards,
yeah.
investing, all of that stuff. Not that everyone has the means to be investing. I mean, I don't have the means to be investing a lot of money, but there are ways that you can be smart about how you save that no one talks about. Like
No.
she was like, what's a credit score? And she was like blown away by the
Yeah.
idea. So I think one thing I always thought is like, as you get older, you're just going to intuitively understand your financial health, how to make smart money decisions. You don't. And I think about that all the time.
No, you actively have to like work on it. Like the other day, yesterday, I was like, Meg, I want to ask you some questions about what you're investing in right now.
Yeah, we should talk about that. We obviously.
No, but that's like, that was a question. And I feel like more
Yeah.
women need to be comfortable being like, I want to have this conversation. I want to understand what you're doing.
It made me feel very useful to this young girl. Like, I mean,
To me.
I'm there. No. It's the blind leading the blind over here. But like it was the basics, right? So I could
Yeah.
explain to her like what an RRSP is.
Yeah.
And what a TFSA is. And, these are Canadian terms if you're not from Canada, but like I could explain the basics of that. And she was like, I could hear her writing it down.
I love
was
that.
like, this is like more women need to be talking to women.
Money is, I think, going to be a very big focus. We talked about this last night. It's going to be a big focus for me in 2026, but I think we should bring more onto the pod in 2026 around money.
Again, we are not experts.
No, we need to find the experts.
We will find experts and we will bring them on and you guys can benefit from that.
Yeah.
Okay. A life area that you think you're nailing right now.
Work.
Same. This is boring because we're
No,
like
do you know what else I think I'm nailing right now? Is nailing's not the right word, but my health. I feel really on top of it, and I feel like I have more awareness. I feel like I am being very intentional with like what I'm consuming, how I'm moving, how I'm like
You're doing a great job.
Like my inflammation, I'm working with like my naturopath on some things. I'm getting different like things tested. So just like make sure I'm as healthy and like primed as I can be, while also fueling my body it's almost like money to me. It's like I'm understanding like nutrition in a different way.
You're taking an active interest in your health.
Yeah. And I feel like that is something that I'm actually seeing positive results in right now, even just in how I feel. And so I would say beyond work, that is something that I feel like I'm doing a very good job on right now.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think work, but like it's a big priority for both of us. Like we really care about our jobs.
I want it to be less of a priority next year for me.
I know. I don't want to work less hard, but I want it to take up less mental space. Yes. That's actually could be a really interesting episode in itself. How to do that. We don't know, but we will find people who can help.
Work is our personalities. It's not a great thing.
No, it's really tough. So I think I'm doing a good job prioritizing the people that I care the most about right now. So I would say that's going pretty well. Yeah. And I've booked a couple trips for next year. So proactively planning and figuring out like what I can afford to do. I think next year I'm really trying to figure out ways that I can spend more time in London without breaking the bank, because that's difficult. So I'm trying to get really creative with that so that I can spend more time with a bunch of my favorite people in my favorite city.
Love that.
Okay. Next, what is something that you care way less about now than you used to?
How much I weigh.
I love that.
Yeah, I just like don't care as much. I think again because I've taken an active interest in.
When you were saying you were worried that it was going to be like difficult to weigh yourself.
I'm gonna ask these people that I worked with to come on the pod. I think they'd be very interesting to have that conversation. I used to have a very all or nothing mentality. Like in university, I'd be like, I just feel like I've been eating like shit, so I'm just gonna only eat vegetables for like the next 2 weeks. Like, and you guys be like, the fuck, Nicole, calm down.
She cut out dairy for like a day.
Yeah. I usually do.
I'm cutting out dairy. And we were like, really?
No, that was in university. But usually I do something in January every year. Like I usually do a dry January.
But you're not drinking really that much anyway.
No, but I'll probably do dry January
regardless.
with one exception, which is my friend's 40th birthday,
Yeah.
which is fine. And I normally do something else at the same time. I think that'll be enough for me and just keep focusing on like balance. But I really thought I was going to care about how much I weighed on a scale.
Yeah.
And what I care more about is how do I feel? And that does translate sometimes into like, how do I feel in my clothes?
Yeah.
How do I feel with my energy? How do I feel from a confidence perspective? But it doesn't really matter or have any correlation to what I weigh at the end of the day.
No.
And I think that has given me so much freedom. And like, if I have any advice for younger women, I look back at photos of me even like 2-3 years ago that I was like hesitant to post because I was like, oh, I don't look that great. I'm like, babe, post the fucking picture because you look incredible. And I wish I could go back and like slap younger me in that regard. I would have been so thirsty if I actually, and like posting everything, if I wasn't so self-conscious and wasn't so in my head and wasn't so self-critical. And I feel like I really prevented myself from so much joy because I focused so much on the wrong thing in those moments.
Yeah. No, it's making me reflect on like my relationship with weight too.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna do an episode on this, but I started Wegovy. When was that? Spring?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, in the spring. So I've lost like about 40 pounds in the last 8 months. I haven't talked about it on the pod yet, so we'll do like a deeper dive because it's definitely a complex topic
Yeah.
for me, just in terms of I used to care so much about the number on the scale. And so it was like, and I have, as so many young women do, have a complicated relationship with my body and with eating. And so it was like definitely something that I considered for a long time of like if I wanted to go on Wegovy. I've had a really great experience with it, and I'll talk about that more. Anyways, point being, I used to care a lot about weight, and now what I've realized having lost weight is it was never about the number. It was about how I felt. And I do feel so much more comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah.
So I think for me too, that's something that like we've both had just
it's
reckoning,
like a switch
with that.
has flipped. And I think ultimately at the end of the day, it's about health. Are we healthy?
Exactly. Well, and that's why I initially was looking at Wegovy. It wasn't something that I thought to myself, this makes sense for me. It was actually my doctor was like, oh, you're experiencing certain things.
Yeah.
That like, if you would be a good candidate for this.
Yeah.
So
no, we will definitely have a deeper conversation about this, but I'm proud of you for talking about that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Should we do a few closing questions?
Yeah. And then I think we have to get moving because we're running a little bit behind now.
We really are. We could keep going. Why don't we just end here?
No, let's do one more.
Okay. Hey, what's a habit you swear you're going to quit in 2026? You don't have bad habits, really.
Doom scrolling. How
do you make that like actionable?
So I think what I'm going to have to start doing is just like, once I get into bed, phone time done.
Wow. Okay.
If I want to scroll, I have to be on my couch or like elsewhere.
No scrolling in bed.
No scrolling in bed. I think that's going to be a new rule. So whether that was when I wake up in the morning or when I go to bed at night, I think that my bed has to become a phone-free zone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think you can do it?
No.
That's going to be so hard. Like, just even thinking about it gives me anxiety. I'm like, oh my, and I know that that's healthy.
Yeah. I think I just need to find something else to like replace it with. Like I need to find like my like nicotine patch for this.
Speaking of habits.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like I need to like maybe if I like have a book ready to go.
Does anyone have you stopped doom scrolling in bed? And if you have, what did you use to stop? Like, what's the
trick?
Yeah.
So that's the habit I'd like to stop in 2026. What about you?
Speaking of habits, I need to stop vaping.
I endorse this.
I vape all the time, and it's not cool. It is not chic. It's going to be hard, but I need to do it in Q1. So
Oh my God, I
stay
will support
tuned.
you.
I mean, the other one, if I was going to be less vulnerable, I would say biting my nails. But truthfully, if I'm giving up vaping, these suckers are going to be
Nod off.
gnawed off.
You know, give a little, take a little, you know.
And ultimately, I think giving up the vaping is
More important.
more important.
We can deal with the nails later.
Yeah.
Your nails look great right now, by the way.
Thank you. I just got freshly done.
Yeah. Anyways, I feel it was not as giggly as our episode last night.
No.
I really hope I can salvage.
I think you can salvage at least parts of it.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to watch back.
Part of the problem is that, like, we were trying out these new mics, and I was, a little drunk, and I kept turning the mic towards Nicole, which,
It's a lot of echoey.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. I'm sure it'll be fine. But
Let us know what you guys think of this format. If you like in person,
Yeah.
we obviously really enjoy
it's
it.
locking up.
But yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon.
We love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.